This week on Angling the Great Lakes. A Great Lake is where you find it, and we found a true jewel while gazing out from the beautiful parklined shores of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Fond du Lac means far end of the lake, and in this case, the lake just happens to be the largest inland freshwater lake contained in a single state anywhere in the nation, the 137,000-acre Lake Winnebago. A prolific walleye fishery, Winnebago harbors a great variety of other game fish species as well. Host Brian Smith, daughter Maya, and sister-in-law Lori Smith each have their own reasons for traveling to Fond du Lac. Stick around to find out why, and join them as they unlock Winnebago's multi-species angling treasures. This week on Angling the Great Lakes. Angling the Great Lakes is made possible by Fond du Lac Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, At 30 miles long and 10 miles across, Wisconsin's Lake Winnebago is a giant piece of water and is widely held as one of the best walleye fisheries in the country. Fed by the Wolf River to the west and drained to Green Bay and Lake Michigan by the Fox River to the north, Winnebago's walleyes enjoy nearly limitless spawning habitat, while the lake's modest average depth of just 15.5 feet provides superior foraging.
These fish, whether it be bluegills, perch, crappies, walleyes, they're all out there just chasing the bait fish. Right. And now that we've got actual structure, weeds coming back, the clarity of the water where fish will actually migrate up high and go low with the sunlight penetration. Before, when it was just dark, fish didn't really care where they were at. They were just everywhere. Yeah. So fish are, I think, I always tell them, Winnebago walleyes never read the book on where they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to act. I think they're finally starting to read some pages because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, excellent. See if we can get one or two of them. Excellent.
Feels like a walleye.
Leading that?
Oh, let's see what we got here. Yeah, why don't we? Looks like a nice Winnebago walleye. Yeah, it's a beauty.
Good.
Ready?
Yeah, yes sir.
There you go.
Excellent. Oh yeah. That's what we came for right there.
Right there.
Very nice fish. How'd he hit you? Subtle or smack it?
He just absolutely smacked it as soon as that bait fell down on the ground or fell down towards the bottom.
Excellent.
Just a beautiful Winnebago walleye. These are cookie cutters. Everything out here this year, 18 to 21 inches.
Right.
They're really, they got some good shoulders on them. Just great eating fish.
Very nice, very nice. And all we're using is just a real simple lead-headed jig.
Lead-headed jig with a half a crawler.
Tipping the jig. That's it. That's it. Dragging it across the bottom.
Beauty.
Well, wonderful, man. Well, let's see if we can hook up on some more, huh?
All right.
see on the graph right now how it's starting to come up.
Yep, okay.
We're gonna come up to about 9.5 feet of water, and I'm gonna drop this buoy marker, and that's gonna mark the top. We're gonna back away approximately 130 to 140 feet away from the top of the reef, and then we're going to drop our anchors. We're gonna drift in about 50 feet, so we're gonna be 80 to 90 feet away from the top.
All right.
And then we're gonna cast jigs towards the top of the reef. The fish are gonna be sitting on the sides of the reef here, and we're gonna catch them.
Excellent. Fish on. First fish of the day here. I think you guys owe me $1 a piece.
Stand down nice too. It's a nice walleye.
Oh, sorry about that. Lifted him up and out of the net. Oh. All right, Axel. Tell me a little bit about these. Then where we're at here on Lake Winnebago, is this about the common size here that you're going to catch?
You know, this year we've got a lot of fish between 14 to 18 inches. You know, that's probably pretty common right there.
Okay.
You know, those are probably from 2003, 2004.
Okay.
Nice, healthy looking fish. You know, the gizzard population has really exploded over the last couple of years, and that's what's really keeping these fish so healthy.
Right.
So, pretty fish. Nice job.
Real soft bite, like you said out here, just dragging across the rock pile. You know, I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to keep that one and eat it. What do you think?
Looks good with tartar sauce on it.
Absolutely. Fish on?
Yep.
All right. All right.
Walleye.
Did he do the thump thump?
Yep. Same way as before. Not as big.
Excellent.
We'll just flip in. About a 13 incher.
So Axel, you were telling me something that I thought was pretty unique about Lake Winnebago, is that there is no size limit on the walleye.
Right. Back in 1995, up until that point, it was a 15-inch size limit, but the DNR took it off. We've had such great spawning years that there's no real reason. This is what they want you to take out of here.
I see.
I'd rather have people that I fish with take these kind of fish out of here rather than taking the 18 to 22s.
Right.
You know, those are our spawning females.
Yeah, you want to have the breeding stock left in the lake.
Right.
Yeah.
So this will look good with breading on it tonight.
Yes,
as
it
well.
will. Yes, it will.
World-class fishing on Lake Winnebago is a great reason to visit Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. But for the outdoor lover, two more amazing outdoor resources lie just south of Fondy: the 30,000-acre northern unit of the Kettle Moraine State Forest and the storied Horicon Marsh. The northern unit of the Kettle Moraine is a nearly 30,000-acre mixed-use state recreation area. Its unique rolling hills, lakes, forests, and grasslands were formed a mere 15,000 years ago by the retreating glaciers of the last ice age. The property is a true outdoor lover's paradise and is open to hunting, fishing, boating, paddling, biking, hiking, camping, and many other outdoor activities, even snowmobiling and horseback riding. In addition to a variety of trails, park facilities include 4 campgrounds, canoe rentals, swimming beaches, and an education and visitors center. A few miles to the west of the Kettle Moraine lies the world-famous Horicon Marsh. Encompassing 32,000 acres, Horicon is the largest cattail marsh in the United States. The marsh is a restoration project, having been ditched and drained for agriculture in the early 1900s. Today, the marsh is divided into 2 units. The southern third is a state wildlife area managed by the Wisconsin DNR. The northern 2/3 is a national wildlife refuge administered by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. While the marsh is primarily managed as a waterfowl area, it hosts a tremendous variety of other birds. Over the years, more than 290 species have been sighted here, and this marsh regularly attracts some of Wisconsin's rarest birds. Both the Horicon Marsh State Wildlife Area and the Horicon National Wildlife Refuge are open to a variety of recreational uses, including birding and wildlife viewing, paddling, hiking and biking, winter trail sports, and of course, great hunting and fishing. Speaking of fishing, let's return to the awesome angling action out of Fond du Lac on Lake Winnebago.
think I got a sheep's head.
Yep.
Yeah.
No net for you.
Okay. That may have been my perch that I thought. Tap, 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 tap.
Usually those hit it like a semi-truck. Those just nail it.
Yeah, actually he did. But it was a quick, real fast thump, and I was wondering if it would have been, I was down there in the same hole where I kept feeling a pretty decent perch bite there. So.
We caught one of those last week that was about 14 pounds.
Yeah?
Yeah, that
Oh, you showed me pictures of that last night.
That was
yeah.
a big one.
Fish on?
Fish on. Whatever it is small. The way he's shaking his head, I would think that maybe I got a perch this time. I don't know. We'll see when he comes up.
Little perch.
Hey, little perch.
Hey, finally.
To be honest with you, that's not a bad perch at all. That's another eater fish right there. That's pretty nice about the fishery here at Lake Winnebago is that when you're casting and jigging for these walleyes is that you're going to get into the perch here, and as you can see there, oops, here, that tell me when.
Let's do a take two.
All right.
Welcome back. Angling the Great Lakes is anchored up in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, in its 137,000-acre mega fishery, Lake Winnebago. It's another beautiful morning as host Brian Smith and special guest Lori Smith meet up with Fond du Lac area guide Troy Peterson for another great day on the water. The crayfish are molting, so Brian, Lori, and Troy begin the day pitching crankbaits onto a rocky shoreline flat.
Fish on, all right. Excellent. Hang on, do you need the net?
Big old white bass.
Oh wow, look at that. Hey.
You never know what you're going to get out here. The Winnebago system's full of these fish, and this is probably about an average fish. The springtime run is probably one of the most sought-after destinations on the Wolf River, and you get people coming from all over the Midwest fishing these things. And the neat thing about these fish is there's no limit on them. They taste excellent, and you can literally fill up coolers and boats and whatever you want to fill up with these things in the springtime. And then come here now as fall gets closer, these fish will start to come up on tops of the rocks and and chase crankbaits and chase bait fish around, and you can really just have fun with them.
Fish on. Looks like a walleye. Yes, sir. Ready? Hey, all right. I went to a little bit different retrieve method on that thing. Getting hung up in those weeds.
One thing we've been noticing is that all the fish we've been cleaning, whether it be perch or smallies or these walleyes, are coughing up crayfish, and that's kind of what we're doing is just trying to match the hatch.
Yep, and it seems to be working all right this morning, I'll tell you that. Very nice. Excellent. Very nice fish.
Put it in the box.
Get them in the box. All right.
Another white bass, it felt like. I've been seeing a lot of fish come up towards the surface, and when you find that, good sign they're usually white bass.
Yeah, is that what you got?
I think so. Yep, big old whitey.
You need the net?
No, we're good.
All right.
It's a mighty whitey.
I'll tell you what, those are a lot of fun to catch too. Look at that. My goodness, that's a good one. So as many of those as you want.
As many as you want.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Take as many as you want, and usually when you can find them, you can catch as many as you want.
Man, they're good to eat.
They are delicious.
Yeah. Excellent. Nice fish. Good job. All right, Troy with a hot bait this morning. Excellent.
You got a walleye? You want to grab the net?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll tell you what, that's nice. Cast and retrieve for walleyes this morning.
Fishing is
Get a white bass occasionally. It's not bad, I tell you. It's a great morning out here too.
Oh, yeah, it is a beautiful morning. You know, I caught forecasting some winds a little bit later, but we'll deal with that.
So, typical size walleye out here on Winnebago.
This is, you know, really is our pretty much our average fish. It's that, you know, 16 to 18, 20-inch fish. Just, you know, look how broad they are on the shoulders.
I was just going to say that.
They're just a nice solid fish.
Absolutely, great eater fish. And what's when a guy comes up here to go fishing? What's your limit? What are you allowed to go home with?
Each person's allowed to take 5 fish home per day.
Okay.
And then you know, if you're going to be up here for a couple of days, you're allowed to keep 10.
I see. Okay.
So you got a possession limit of 10 and a daily bag of 5.
Excellent. They seem very willing to bite the bait. So.
They do.
World renowned for its fabulous Lake Winnebago walleye fishing, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin is home to countless unique festivals and a 4-season calendar of special events. Every June, Fond du Lac's Lakeside Park is the ideal location for the annual Walleye Weekend Festival, a free family event on the shores of Lake Winnebago, as well as Mercury Marine's National Walleye Tournament. Lake Winnebago is also home to the largest population of prehistoric lake sturgeon in the United States, and each February, Fond du Lac plays host to a truly one-of-a-kind sturgeon stampede. No matter the season, you're sure to find something special going on when you visit Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Like the Edge of the Ledge Adventure Race, something Angling the Great Lakes' very own Lori Smith just couldn't pass up.
We had 2 great days of fishing on Lake Winnebago, and now I found something a little extra to do here in Fond du Lac. They have the Edge of the Ledge race, which is an adventure race with obstacles. It's only 3 miles, so that's a little shorter than my average everyday run. So I decided to do it just for fun. And for some reason, I have a banana. I'm gonna have to find out why.
All right. What do you feel like? If you had to be a betting man and guess.
Might be a walleye. Sure does feel like one coming in like a wet sock.
Well,
oh, we got your favorite fish. You want to reel it in?
no. What is it?
We got a smallie.
No way.
Absolutely.
Nice one too.
Nice
Yeah,
small. You
it's not
using that?
Woo, he's mad. He's the boat and he wants no part of that.
I hear you.
Add another species to the list.
Add another species to this. Man, hold that one up, man. That is a beautiful smallmouth.
Wow.
Look at that.
Color.
Nice. Dark. He's dark. Living in the rocks, man.
There you go. Stick your fins up. Be proud, buddy.
Oh, that is a nice fish. That is a nice fish.
Beautiful fish.
So you're out here jigging around for walleyes, and you're going to catch just about anything.
You know, when you find these rocks, and different reefs has different size of rocks out here.
Right.
When you find the reefs that got, you know, bigger boulders, these guys are right there.
It's
And they
really
sure
nice.
are fun to catch.
Oh man, and a lot of fun to reel in too.
Oh, yeah.
A blast. Give you a good fight.
Beautiful.
baby. Yeah!
Excellent.
Finally.
Broke that ice. Excellent.
Mr. Winnebago walleye here bit on a jig head with worm. He had a nice firm bite and he stayed down just like they say they do, so he was a good little fighter.